Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Flavio. You guys are watching The House of Collectibles. And before we start this video today, if you guys don't mind to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys like this content and want to see more of it in the future. Today, we're taking a look at another Hot Toys figure. Yes, we are taking a look at the classic suit Spider-Man today. And this is VGM048 1/6 scale collectible figure. This is my first VGM line figure on the channel. In comparison to the previous unboxing videos, we have done nothing but MMSs, which are movie masterpiece series. This is the VGM line, so that stands for video game masterpiece. And yes, we're looking at the classic suit Spider-Man from Marvel's Spider-Man game by PlayStation and Insomniac Studios. And that game was a blast. If anybody has played it, I've played 1 and 2 with the, well, not 2, the Miles Morales one. If you guys have played that one as well, that is also a banger. But yeah, just to keep it short and sweet, the box looks amazing. I love the deep colors of red and the different reds and blues that are popping off of the Spider-Man figure on the front. It's got a nice gloss and matte design to the box. So yeah, let's unbox this bad boy and see what he's about. All right, guys, and here it is. Here's a close-up look at the box. I love the glossy image with the matte side of the box. Not to spend too much time here. Again, this is classic suit Spider-Man from Hot Toys, VGM048 video game masterpiece series. And this is a book style flap, and this is the only thing that I really wanted to show you guys. It pops open like a book style flap, and you get a nice preview of the figure, and you got a little read up here on the side with a nice comic style image of the classic suit Spider-Man. And it says, writing your memoirs, don't forget the hyphen between Spider and Man. Very, very classy. I like that. Hot Toys. Nice little attention to detail with a quote from the Spider-Man game. Let's crack this bad boy up now. All right, guys, and here he is. This is what he's going to look like in the clamshell as we take him out. And I just love the smell of a brand new Hot Toys, guys. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it is an intoxicating smell. And here he is. He looks absolutely gorgeous, amazing, spot on. First in-hand impressions, he looks absolutely bomb. And we are going to set him aside real quick, take everything out of the box that he comes with, and take a deeper dive at this figure. All right, guys, now we're going to take a look at everything that you get in the box with your classic suit Spider-Man. Starting with the display base, it's done in a hexagon shape. You have images across the top of Spider-Man in the game, different scenes, done in a sepia tone color. And then you have this high gloss spider logo right in the middle. And these images here kind of like got like a texture to them. You have the game title right in the front, and then it says classic suit right up front. That's dope. I like that a lot. You get an adapter piece here, and that is for the scorpion tail that's going to connect back here. You get waist clamp like so. You get these flight poles, and these two are to connect to each other for extra height and length, and you're going to need that for that backdrop. You get the normal Spider-Man web effects here done in a clear white translucent plastic. You also get the funnel. You get a cell phone, and it looks like Peter is talking to Otto Octavius, maybe sending over some projects that they're working on. You also get 2 swap out eyes, and you guys will see those a little bit later on the head sculpt. You get 5 swap out hands. Being my favorite pair right here is the pointing hands, and you can do the meme. I like the hands a lot. They have a ton of texture, a ton of detail. The color matches the body itself, and it does the trick for me. You also get these adapter pieces, and those are for the web effects like you guys seen in the past with the other MCU Spider-Man. You also get probably maybe my favorite piece out of this whole, can't get it. I can't grab it, guys. Can't grab it. Help me. Probably in this whole piece, in this whole box, this is probably my favorite piece here. It's a 1/6 scale newspaper. It's a Daily Bugle, but there's just so much detail there, guys. Look at that. It's not just the front and the back. It's every single page. You guessed it. Hot Toys doesn't skimp out. It's crazy because you can like really read the letters, and that's just nuts how they got all that down there to the minute detail. You even have a read up for Miles. They didn't put a hyphen there, so somebody messed up. But yeah, really like this piece. I'm a big fan. Might have him holding this in the display. That's probably how I'm gonna go with this, if not the pointing hands. And then you also get this scorpion tail. And yeah, this piece is the bee's knees right here. It's really long. You probably can't tell there, but it has a screw tip on the bottom here, and that's gonna go on that adapter piece. Like I said, there is a wire inside of it, and it bends. It's flexible, so you can bend it around. The backdrop there that you get with it, or however you want to put it in whatever placement. It's done in this kind of like this emerald green and black, and then you got it this like highlighter yellow going up the spine of the scorpion tail. And then for the tip here, you have the emerald green again with this like black, and it goes into this fluorescent tip green. I like that a lot. It's a little bit, it moves a little bit. It's not stiff, but I wouldn't bend it too much. This is on a ball joint, so it goes back and forth like that. I think you can take this off as well. Not sure why you would want to do that. But yeah, I hope this is how they do Doc Ock's tentacles. If anybody knows about the way that they did this, the wiring inside, they can do that for the Doc Ock tentacles. So hopefully that's how they did that. Please, Hot Toys, please. So now that we saw everything that you get, we are going to take the classic suit Spider-Man finally and take a closer look at the suit. All right, guys, just real quick, I forgot to tell you guys about the backdrop diorama display. So we're gonna look at that real quick. Here it is. It's a very straightforward piece. It is foam core. So yes, I can understand some people were kind of, bummed out saying that it was a cheap piece, but for me, it gets the job done. So it is just a piece of foam in between a like thick cardstock paper, if you will. But yeah, it is a corner angle to a New York City apartment building. And I like the detail. It looks very good. Looks, realistic. It gets the job done with the figure in front of it for the scene that you're trying to create. On the inside piece here, you have this very old school wallpaper. The colors are horrid, but it looks very accurate to what a apartment would have, in those times. So I like that. There's this real cool detail right here with the outlet You know, it's not raised, but it's just there, printed on the paper, and it looks, you know, real. It gets the job done for me. I like that little attention to detail that Hot Toys always does. You got 2 holes here, kind of like if Scorpion had shattered through the wall, and you can put his tail through there if you wanted to. And then over here you have this shattered window, and that is just a like thin piece of plastic that was slid in into there. So just be careful, you don't want it to flex or bend or anything like that, but it has texture and, you know, lining like onto the plastic. It's not flat, it's actually like sculpted in there, so that's pretty cool. I like that. It's all cut out, kind of like if he had shattered through the window as well. And then over to the back, well, actually here, when you connect it, it's a right angle piece here. You want to just bend these 2 pieces, and then these pieces fold over the top and peg in here via magnets. So that's how that works here. And then, yeah, on this side, you have the bricks for the outside of the building, and I really, really like this side. This is probably how I would display it. I'm not going to use this in my display just because it takes up a lot of real estate and space, but, you know, every now and then might pop this out, use it for some pictures with the classic suit, because this is a dope piece. But yeah, you have the kind of the rooftop here from that piece that clamps onto the other side, and I like this a lot. On this side, there's a lot of like feeling and texture to the actual foam core cardstock that's on top of the foam here on this side, which is cool because it also gives it that real feel. It kind of feels like bricks. You have this graffiti here that says Scorpion, and going down to this spider spider picture with a Spider-Man head on it. That's kind of creepy but cool. And here it says Scorpion NYC King, like that a lot. And then on this side for the window, you have this window sill, and that is very cool as well. Even though it's just another piece of foam core over the existing piece, it gives it that depth and realism. So, you know, I even like that. That's dope a lot. And here you have that as well. This is raised as well, this AC unit, and the detailing on the AC unit is very, very cool and gets the job done for me. So yeah, now that we've seen this backdrop display, we're going to finally see the classic suit Spider-Man and see what he's about. All right, guys, here we have the classic suit Spider-Man, and we have him just standing straight up and down, nothing crazy, right out of the box, and he looks amazing, doesn't he, guys? I love the colors on this suit. I love the pops, the vibrancies to the red and the blue on all of the panels on the suit. Just really do it for me on this figure. Hot Toys really knocked this out of the park. I love the musculature to the body, that gel padding that they have under this. It's a really good feeling in hand compared to all of the other MCU Spider-Men. And yeah, guys, he just looks awesome. So I can't wait to show you guys a little bit closer the detail that this suit really has. And let's go. All right, guys, and taking a closer look at our classic suit Spider-Man, he looks incredible. He looks awesome. Guys, these colors are so vibrant. They're popping. I love the suit. Let's take a closer look at the suit. So this is what I was talking about. It has that kind of underlying muscle, kind of like gel material under here, and I love the way that they did that. I feel like the musculature on this figure specifically is so good. Like, it's just incredible. I love the legs. The legs are probably one of my favorite parts on this. He did not skip leg day, but I love the feeling to this figure as well. I love the way the suit feels, and I love the muscular body under. Starting off at the head, it is sculpted plastic. So unlike the rubbery style suit, they did the color match in the sculpting of the lines to match the suit. And that's one thing people, I remember, were complaining about. They just didn't like the stark difference from the raised web lines, because these are raised versus the suit, them being printed onto the suit. Not a big deal for me. I know it's kind of annoying for some people, but I think it's still a bang on figure. You can see there's a little point out there for his nose. You even see a little bit for the ears. So the sculpt is very, very A1. I think the eyes, nice and popping. You can see that kind of like honeycomb texture or paint application to the eyes. So I think they did a really good job on the head sculpt. No complaints here. The red, surprisingly, it's one solid piece, so the red matches really good to the suit. So can't complain. Down to the suit now. It's kind of like this rubbery, like thicker style suit. Different than any other Spider-Man that I have in my collection right now. So this is new to me, but I really, really do like the feeling of this guy. So the suit has this kind of like basketball pattern on top of the rubber, right? And then over top of that is the lines, and it does a really, really good job. The texture, guys, is just crazy. Like the feeling of this figure, I can't keep saying it. But anyways, moving down to the legs, you see his belt here. Nice little V-taper down with his belt onto the suit. I like the blue for his legs. The muscles on the legs are killer. And then you got his red boots down to here as well. So yeah, they did a very, very good job on this. You have the red spider logo on the back, and then you have a small a black spider logo right above his chest on the front. I like this one just because it's very esque to Steve Ditko's Spider-Man in the comics. So this can stand in your collection as a classic comic book representation of Spider-Man. And it was a no-brainer for me. I knew I wanted to have this guy in my collection. So yeah, now we are going to take a look at articulation. All right, guys, now taking a look at articulation. Do bear in mind, this is my copy, so I'm going to be a little careful. Starting off with the head sculpt. First, it's on a double ball peg, so it can look up to about there, go down, you know, side to side, all that jazz. The arms are on clicky ratchets, and they go to there. Suit will flex, so do be careful. If you leave it in poses for that long, you might get creasing in there. There is a swivel at the top of the bicep and a butterfly joint in the shoulder that goes forward and back and hinges up and down. You can get the elbows to go to about there. And there's going to be the creasing for the suit as well. The suit is forgiving, but I would not recommend leaving it in there for that long, because you can see there's already little hairline creases. These will, you know, work their way out. But if you leave it in there for that long, it can damage the figure. And then you got a regular 1/6 scale wrist peg. I will say my wrist pegs feel kind of loose, and I think it's because of that design that it cups, the hand cups over the wrist peg. I feel like these wrist pegs are really big compared to other ones. I don't know if it's just me. Let me know in the comments below if you guys know. So yeah, that's that for the arms. And for the torso here, there's two crunch parts. There's one up top and one at the bottom. So you can crunch him forward up top to there and to there. So probably to about there, and then back probably to about there. And you see that wrist peg, they just pop off very easy. That's the only thing that's, I don't know if it's just mine or, you know, anybody else's, but my hands are popping off real easy on this guy. Not a big deal, but yeah. So, and back to about there for the torso. You can also have him go side to side like so, and a little bit of twist. Not gonna go too crazy there as well. And down for the legs, they go forward, I believe on soft ratchets. It's very nice and smooth, and back to about there. So that's pretty good. And they will go out on clicky ratchets to about there. And there is a swivel at the top of the thigh. And then nice smooth for the knee. And it goes to about there until you get the hindrance from the suit. And you have a regular ball peg in there for the ankle, and it can probably go up to about there and back to about there. You see that it's very, very smooth and seamline, not like the other Spider-Man figures where it creases there with the suit. They fixed that there, but again, be careful with the suit. And there's also toe articulation there, and it's nice and hidden. You got that tread on the bottom there on the feet, so I like that a lot. So yeah, guys, this is the classic suit Spider-Man. Let me see if I could throw him in a pose for you guys with that dynamic backdrop to finish out the video. All right, guys, and here you have it. I posed my Spider-Man reading the Daily Bugle, chilling on the outside of a New York City skyscraper, as Scorpion's coming from behind him with the tail, and his spider senses should be tingling very soon. Yeah, guys, I really love this dynamic backdrop. If you guys have the space to use it, do so. I think it looks amazing. This pose was a little bit hard to pull off. It wasn't that bad. It was just a little bit hard to get the flight pole to situate and balance well. If you guys liked this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for all future content on this channel. Thank you guys. We'll catch you next time.